Let's try this once more. This is going to be my review of Halloween Ends. So I saw the movie last Thursday. I went to an early showing at 6:30, hoping to mitigate the risk of having anything potentially spoiled for me with YouTube reviews and this and that. This movie's been hyped for more than a year. We knew about the time jump, but I had not seen any trailers. I didn't watch any fan theories. I didn't read any early reviews. So I thought I was going into this as blindly as I could. Save for the fact that I knew there was going to be a new character introduced named Corey who was being labeled as a copycat killer. It was hard to avoid anything. Everywhere you looked on social media, there was always somebody posting something, and it was damn near impossible to go into this totally blind. But, anyways, I saw the movie. I get introduced to Corey in the first 10 minutes of the movie, and damn it, he is a copycat killer. But what really surprised me was that this Corey character was pretty much the entire focus of the movie, at least the first 2/3 of the movie. And there was very little Michael at all. The characters of Lori and Allison were in the movie, but they were kind of like in the back seat. There wasn't a lot focused on them. So, okay, I'll go for this ride. We'll see what this Corey character brings to the table. It felt odd to be introducing this brand new character that wasn't ever mentioned in the prior two movies, but whatever, we'll roll with it. So I was getting invested in this character only for him to have a story arc that ends with him killing himself. And I felt cheated. It felt like it was just simply a vehicle to get Michael to Lori. Whatever. So we do finally see Michael. He does, have some small appearances here and there throughout the movie. He's been living in the sewers with Pennywise. But yeah, finally Michael is on the screen. He's in Lori's house, and we're going to get this epic final confrontation between Lori and Michael. Well, evidently, there was a shortage of evil Viagra because Michael couldn't keep it up very long, and he was pretty much disposed of, whatever, in less than 3 minutes. So, again, I felt cheated. We had this epic confrontation in 2018 between Lori and Michael, but to have this one and ends only last less than 3 minutes, it was a major disappointment for me. I wanted to see more. And to top it all off, the way they got rid of Michael in the end, with the whole tying him to the top of the car and parading him down the streets of Haddonfield, that just rubbed me the wrong way. For this to be the third film in the David Gordon Green trilogy, I wanted so much more, and I just felt like it didn't deliver. So I left the movie feeling disappointed. I texted my friend John and asked him what he thought of it because I knew he was seeing it the same night with his son, and he replied back that he loved it. So I'm thinking to myself, did we watch the same movie? Because I know John's a big Halloween fan. So I've got a 30-minute drive ahead of me to get home, and as I'm driving, I'm just kind of letting it all process. But when I get home, I decide, you know what? I put it off for a long time. I'm going to watch the trailers and see if what they painted in the trailers is what we actually had delivered in the movie. And I felt like it was, a red herring. We see a lot of a lot of Laurie Strode in the trailers, we see a lot of images of Michael Myers, and quite honestly, what the trailers delivered is not what was delivered in the movie itself. So I decided I'm going to watch a few reviews. I watched Cody Leach's review. He liked it. I watched Lee from Drum Dums, his review. He liked it. I watched Mike and Jay's from Wham. Mike liked it a lot. Jay, not so much. So at least I had one person I felt like that was in the same camp as I was. So I'm thinking, all right, if everyone seems to kind of like this, maybe I should give it another watch. And so I knew Peacock was going to be streaming it on the 14th, but I was hoping that it would be available a little early, which it was. So I watched it a second time. With the second viewing, I had a little bit more of an appreciation for what David Gordon Green was trying to do. But again, I still felt like it wasn't what I, as a Halloween fan, wanted as the final movie in the David Gordon Green trilogy. So, while I liked the movie, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. So, I'm kind of lukewarm. Um, there were just so many things that I think could have been handled differently. Um, you know, instead of giving this new character of Corey, what if they had, instead of killing off Cameron, let him live and make him the new character that's, kind of going down a dark path? It would have made a lot more sense. It would have been a little more believable because, seeing the way Allison fell head over heels for Corey in this movie at the drop of a hat, I just wasn't buying it. Had it been Cameron, they've been together since 2018. They've both endured Michael's wrath on that fateful night. And, I could have believed that, Cameron would have been a good character that could have gone this route. And he could have been the one trying to convince Lori, hey, I lost my dad. You lost your mom and dad. Let's just get out of Haddonfield. I would have bought that a lot more than having this new character of Corey introduced and Allison just being smitten with him. So, uh, you know, the movie felt different to me in other ways as well. Um, there were a lot of daytime shots in this one, which we didn't get in the previous two. I mean, granted, I know the previous two all happened in one night, but it's just, when you're watching a Halloween movie, you expect to see a lot of nighttime shots, but there was a lot of more daytime shots in this one, so that was different. Even in the opening movie, the cold start to the movie, you've got the Universal logo, and I'm expecting to hear this dark, ominous Carpenter piece, but instead we get this DJ talking about Michael Myers still being on the loose. Then there's the opening title credits with the Halloween 3 font and the blue letters. I had lots of alarms going off early in this movie, but it is what it is. Again, I liked the movie, as a standalone movie, it was great. But as the final conclusion to the trilogy, it just didn't deliver as much as I had hoped it would. So right now, again, I'm kind of in the middle of the road here. I liked it, but I didn't love it, and I didn't hate it. As to where it falls in my rankings, I wouldn't put it at the bottom of my list. It's definitely far better a movie than Halloween 5 and Resurrection and Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Not so sure I would put it in my top 5 list, which currently is Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, Halloween 2, the original, and H2O. Would I put it at 6? I don't know. I think I'll keep Halloween 4 at 6, but I might put it somewhere maybe at 7 or 8. I don't know. I'm hoping to watch the movie again this weekend, and maybe with a third viewing, I'll even have a greater appreciation for this movie. But yeah, right now, everything, I'm just kind of lukewarm about it. So, this has caused a lot of division in the horror community among the Halloween fans, especially. So, I'm curious, what are your thoughts on Halloween Ends? Did you like it? Did you love it? Or were you kind of like me? It just failed to deliver a conclusion to the David Gordon Green trilogy that we feel was worthy. Let me know in the comments below. I'd like to hear what you have to say. Well, that's going to do it for this video. I tried to make this one a lot more brief and to the point than my previous one. So, again, let me know what you think. And that's going to do it for this one. And until next time, take care. Thanks.